Every year, many people make the decision to move to America, but statistics do not tell the story of immigration. I caught up with Marvin Remy before he was headed to work to talk to him about his story of coming to America. We sat down at the dinner table and had a little chat. What age did you come to this country?
I came to this country at the age of 9.
What were the circumstances surrounding you coming to this country?
I really didn't have a choice. My dad relocated to the U.S. at maybe the age of like 28, 30, and he decided to bring me and my mom out here along with him. Better opportunities, new life. I'm here with my dad. That's pretty much it.
What were your thoughts about coming to this country? Were you excited? Were you nervous?
Oh yeah, I was excited. You know, living in Trinidad, there's not many opportunities. There's not much technology, and coming out here, everything was just like bright lights and fun. At the age of 9, the expectations were high, so I wanted to come out here and see all what it is people talked about the great United States of America, and how things were. The kids were a little bit mean. They said a couple of mean things, because of my accent. They made fun of me a couple of times. Of course, you had the school bully, and you had the people that followed the bullies. It was usually my mom and I, and she handled it the best way she could. She came up to the schools, she spoke to teachers, the principals, she spoke with, you know, parents at times of the kids that bothered me, and that pretty much wasn't a good idea because it just made it even worse. At one time, one occasion, that made it even worse. But then after that, she just switched. My mom is a strong person. She just switched. She said, "Listen, I told you to go to school. I taught you to go to school to learn. You're not going to school to make any friends. You're not going to school to fight. You're going to school to learn. So if you go to school to learn and somebody tries to disrupt that learning process, you don't let it happen. So in other words, if somebody hits you, in her words, hit them to hell back."
So, what were the best parts of growing up in America?
A lot of fun things to do. Aside from the bullying, everything else was fine. So mom and I made the best of everything. We took the Trinidad, life, and brought it out here, and you know, she sometimes played games with me, and that made it even better.
So, what were the worst parts about growing up in America?
In Trinidad, if you would bully, the next person, the parent of the kid that you're bullying would whoop your behind. And the parent wouldn't mind because that's not how we were raised. Everyone is raised to, respect each other, and you don't go around bullying other people.
I was really interested in the fact that, for Marvin, growing up in Trinidad, bullying wasn't a problem for him. It seems like other cultures around the world may not have as many resources as America, and yet they're so much more community based. I mean, how incredible that if a child is bullying another child, then it's every parent's problem, not just the parent of the child being bullied. That stronger emphasis on the community is definitely something I think Americans can learn about. And piggybacking on the topic of bullying, I wanted to ask Marvin about the differences in American school systems versus Trinidadian school systems. We always assume that because America is the most powerful nation in the world, then we must have the best education, right?
When I first came here and I was in third grade, I was doing stuff that work that would be sixth grade work in third grade.
Really?
And I was acing everything.
Marvin works really hard, so he had to head to work after the interview. His story is an interesting one and sheds some light on the experiences that people moving from other countries to America may go through. Hearing the stories from people who have moved into America from the outside makes you really want to travel more. Imagine all that you can learn from someone with a completely different upbringing than you.